Hi children, how are you all? Yes, hope all are doing well. Yes, so we have completed occupations lesson. Now we are going to the next lesson, the last lesson in the term 3. Yes. Children, as we look from the earth, as we look sky from the earth, you can see many things in the sky, isn't it? Daytime we can see the sun, nighttime we can see the moon and the stars. Yes, so there are many things in the sky, sun, moon, stars, comets, asteroids, etc. So all these are celestial bodies, we say, the heavenly objects in the sky. They are celestial bodies. Yes, so sun and its planets, the moons, together it forms the solar system. And our earth where we are living, it is so closest to the sun. What else out is there here than there in the sky? So many things are there, isn't it? So the all together, this all the heavenly bodies in the sky, our including our earth, everything together, it constitutes the universe. So today we are going to learn about our universe. It's a vast space, we can say, our universe. It's a vast space. Yes, we are going to learn out in detail about our universe. Okay? Our universe. Time to warm up. Hi, we have come all the way from the Mars. See those objects, you can see some different kind of people there, isn't it? They are telling that we have come from away from Mars, M-A-R-S. It's one of our planet. Actually, there is only one planet where the life exists. That is our Earth, where we are living. There is no life in the moon, no life in any of the planets, isn't it? Yes. So, some imaginary objects we can say they are telling that we came from Mars. Yes. So, time to know. Universe means unimaginably vast space. Universe is, we cannot imagine, that much big it is. Vast space which is unbounded, means there is no limits for that, with its dots of bodies are by definition. The universe includes everything that abounds in space. Universe includes everything that what are there in large numbers exist in space, that also, and the space is filled with matter which varies from the tiniest and cosmetic particle to the gigantic galaxies. Yes, so universe include everything. Everything means that exists in space, that also, and space is filled with matter, many things which ranges from or varies from the smallest thing to means tiniest things to the big, very large size things, means gigantic galaxy, group of stars. Cosmetic particles means some high energy particles that move through the space, some particles that move through the space. So space contains these matters from smallest thing to the biggest. Okay, so galaxy, the first one is galaxy. As you already know, you have familiar about this term, you already heard about this term, you are familiar with this term, galaxy. Galaxy means group of stars, that you have already learned about galaxy. It's a group of stars. Galaxy is a rotating stellar system, means as a star system we say. Galaxy is a rotating star system. Rotating stellar system means a star system. Galaxy is a rotating star system consisting of a swarm of stars, means a cloud of stars, group of stars which are held together by mutual gravitational attraction. They held together, all the stars are held together there, means all the objects are there in the space, they are there in their position because of the gravitational force or because of gravity. The force of gravity held or make these things or these objects there itself. In other words, a galaxy is an enormously large cluster of stars. So we can say galaxy is a large cluster or group of stars are called galaxy. And because gravitational force is there in everywhere in the universe, because we are standing, we are sitting, we are walking, because of gravity which makes us to be here where we are. So these objects in the space also, they are held there because of the gravitational force. Otherwise they may fall down, they fly off, they cannot be there in the position, because they are in the position because of the gravitational force of all the objects. Our galaxy, to which the sun along with its planet families belong, is an aggregate of about 100 billion stars. Our galaxy, to which the sun along with the sun, its planets, all the families together, it is about 100 billion stars. Sun is also a star. So sun along with the planets, our galaxy, together, they are telling it's about 100 billion stars are there. It's a big number. Our galaxy is called Milky Way. So galaxy is also known as, that also you know, you have learned in the small classes, that galaxy is also known as Milky Way. Galaxy which looks like a discus. Discus, you know, discus throw. There is a sport item called discus throw. There is a small disc type one thing is there where we used to throw it, that is discus throw, or that sport item it is. So galaxy which looks like a disc shaped metal used in discus throw, when viewed through powerful optical telescope. When we viewed through an optical telescope is the instrument that you want to see, you can see the far away objects in the space. Also in a big magnified image you can see telescope. So optical telescope is a particular telescope which is used to gather the light, focus the light, and for directly viewing the magnified image, or on a photograph or anything we can view in a very big size, that is optical telescope. So when we view through an optical telescope, we can say that the Milky Way or galaxy, it looks like a discus, like a discus throw. For the sport item discus throw, we use a disc shaped metal to throw. Same that shape we can compare this galaxy to that discus throw, discus metal. So galaxy, it is a rotating stellar system, or we say it's a rotating star system, or we can say it is a group of stars and held together by the mutual gravitational force. And galaxy is also known as Milky Way. When we view a galaxy through an optical telescope, it looks like a disc shaped metal, just like in the discus throw which we use this metal, disc-shaped metal to throw. The same like that galaxy looks like if we view through an optical telescope. Optical telescope is a telescope that gather the light or focus the light for viewing a magnified image. Magnified means a large size image. So that is galaxy, group of stars, is Milky Way. Then stars and planets. Stars and planets. Stars and planets. Yes. A star is a self-luminous and incandescent globe of hot gases. Self-luminous means emitting its own light. Self-luminous. A star has its own light. It emits its own light. That's why it is called a self-luminous. A star is a self-luminous object. We say self-luminous, emitting its own light. That's why we are able to see the stars at night, twinkling stars, shining stars. Self-luminous means emitting its own visible light, and incandescent globe means, incandescent means luminous, means emitting light as a result of being heated. Incandescent, glowing, globe of hot gases. Yes, it contains hot gases. Stars produce their own light and seen twinkling in the sky. The stars vary in size. So stars are of different size, temperature. It's because it has hot gases. It contains hot gases. Temperature is different, and constituent material. It is made up of many materials. Many stars occurs in pairs. Most of the stars we can see in pairs together, twins, not as one. Pairs we can see the stars. They may even occur in triplets. Sometimes they occur in triplets, group of 3. Sometimes they occur in quadruplets. Quadruplets means a group of 4. So pairs we can see group of 2. Triplets we can see the stars we can see in triplets form, means group of 3. Sometimes stars we can see in quadruplets, means group of 4. Most of the stars have their own system of planets and satellites revolving around them. Most of the stars have their own planets. Stars have their own planets and satellites. Satellite is an object that moving around another object, that is satellite. So in such cases, a star constitutes a star system. We can say a star as a star system because it has their own planets, and satellites. Our sun is a star having its own planetary, means planets. Our sun is also a star. Sun is a big star, we can say. It has having its own planets. Sun together its planets. The moons together constitute the solar system. So our sun is a big star. Sun have planets and satellite system called the solar system. Yes, the sun, the moon, the planets and their moons, to all the small objects in the sky together constitute the solar system. Constellations are groupings of the brighter visible stars in the night sky. Yes, then other than the stars we have constellations. Constellations we say. Constellation, that also you have learned. This term is familiar to you, I know. Constellations are a group of stars, seems to have some pattern, some design they form in the sky, some imaginary pattern. It sometimes looks like a human being also. The group of stars, they form some imaginary design or pattern or invisible pattern, we say, that is constellation. Example, Leo, Orion, Ursa Major, Cancer, like that. Some names are there for these constellations. And many of these groupings are based on imaginary figures. Yes, I told you, group of stars form some imaginary figures, some design, some patterns in the sky that are seen on the inner surface of a huge sphere surrounding the earth. We can see that the zodiac, widely used in astrology, consists of 12 constellations through which the orbital motion. The sun's yearly path is called the ecliptic. So the zodiac sign, we say the 12 constellations are there. Like I told you, example like Leo, Orion, Ursa Major, Cancer, like that. 12 zodiac signs are this constellation. Actually, these 12 constellations, they are called as zodiac signs. They are widely used in astrology. Means astrology, it's a belief that how this position of stars and movement of planets have supposed to influence the events and on the lives of and behavior of the people. That is actually the astrology. Direct people to live in a certain way. That is astrology. So they explains how means it has influenced the position of the stars and the movement of the planets, and it has supposed to be influenced on the events and the lives of the people, behavior of the people. That is astrology. Yes, so these 12 zodiac signs, we say, or 12 constellations of zodiac signs, they use in astrology. And the sun's yearly path, it is called ecliptic. Means ecliptic is an imaginary line on the sky that marks the annual path of the sun. It is an imaginary line on the sky, and it marks actually the annual path, the path of the sun. Actually, it marks. That is ecliptic. Ecliptic means the path of the sun. Ecliptic, we say, and this is the shape of the ecliptic. Yes, so the sun path, we describe it as ecliptic, the imaginary line on the sky that describes or marks the annual path of the sun. So the sun yearly path, it is called the ecliptic. Yes, so stars and planets, Yes, stars are self-luminous, means emits their own visible light. They are incandescent globe of hot gases, glowing globe of hot gases we say, and they vary in size, temperature. Then sometimes they occur in pairs, sometimes we can see group of 3, sometimes we can see stars in group of 4, it is called quadruplets. Then most of the stars, they have their own planets and satellites revolving around them, and our sun is a big star. Sun is having the planets, the moons together called the solar system, and we have constellations, group of stars forming a particular or imaginary pattern or design in the sky, that is actually constellation. There are 12 constellations, they are called zodiac signs. They are widely used in astrology to connect with the human behavior and the events. Actually astrology believes that connecting with the people's behavior, the humans behavior and the events that is happening in their life, the position of stars and the movement of planets, how it is influenced by the events and the behavior of the people. Yes, that is astrology. Then the sun, next is about the sun. Yes, so we are learning about our universe. Yes, as I said, universe is a big, vast space. Yes, which has no limits. So the universe includes everything, including the space. Space has different matters, many things we can see in the space, from the smallest thing to the gigantic things, smallest things and cosmic particles, the high energy particles that travel through the space, and also the gigantic galaxies also we can see in the space, that including the earth, everything constitutes the everything is actually the universe, a vast space. No limits for that. Yes, so then we learned about galaxy. Group of stars is called galaxy actually, and it is a rotating star system. Yes, and group of our galaxy is also called as Milky Way. It looks like a discus. When we look through a view through an optical telescope, it looks exactly like a discus. Yes, our galaxy is known as Milky Way. Then we learned about stars and planets. Stars are self-luminous body because they have the power to emit their own light, emit their own visible light. That's why stars are twinkling in the sky at night. And incandescent means glowing hot gases. They are, isn't it? Yes. And sometimes we can see stars in pairs, sometimes group of 3 and group of 4 also, and they have their own system of planets and satellites revolving around them, and sun is also a star. Then the sun, the planets, the moons together, it is actually called the solar system. Then constellations, a group of stars. Sometimes these stars, we can see many stars in the sky in group, like pairs, triplets and quadruplets. And sometimes this group of stars, they form some interesting figures in the sky, some patterns, some invisible designs or patterns, and some patterns are so meaningful also, and they are called as constellations. So there are 12 constellations are there. They are actually zodiac signs, we say, widely used in astrology. Then now we are going to learn about the sun. The sun is also a star. I said you earlier, sun is a big star, we can say. The sun is a star. It is a star round which the earth and other planets revolve. Yes, sun is a star, and sun around this the planets are revolving, isn't it? Sun is the center of solar system, and the planets are revolving round the sun, including our earth where we are living. Then in a way we can say that sun is the head of the solar family or solar system. So sun is the head of solar system, we can say. Sun is the head of solar system or solar family. Compared with the millions of other stars, the sun is a medium-sized star and of average brightness. Sun has also brightness. Sun gives us heat and light. Because of sun rising in the east in the morning, our day is full of brightness because of sun's light. So it has still they are telling it has average brightness. The sun appears to be larger and brighter because it is much more nearer to the earth. The sun is nearer to the earth. This is the sun and this is earth. So the distance between the sun and earth. Sun is nearer to the earth actually. That's why sun appears to be larger in size and also brighter. Because it is much more nearer to the earth than any other star. Other stars are very far away. Stars are very far away from the earth. That's why stars look so small. Actually, star size is very big. Sun is also a star. Some stars are very big in size, but what is happening? Star is too much very far away from the earth. So the stars appear to be so small, but sun is nearer to the earth. Distance between them is nearer. Because of that, sun appear to be so larger and brighter. Thus the star nearest to the earth is the sun, or we can say the stars nearest to the earth. If anyone asks, we can say the star nearest to the earth is the sun. Sun is the star nearest to the earth. Yes, because sun is nearer to the earth. That's why sun is larger in size and also it is so brighter. Stars appear so small because they are very far away from the earth, but actually the star size is very big. Yes, so the sun is the nearest star to the earth. Sun is a big star for us. Sun is a star actually. So the nearest star to the earth is the sun. Yes, so the sun is a star and it is a star around which the earth and other planets revolve around it. So the sun is the head of the solar family or the head of the solar system. Because it is nearer to the earth, it appears to be so bright and larger. Sun's light is actually, it has average brightness. Because it is nearer to the earth, it appears to be more brighter and larger. And the nearest star to the earth, if we say it is the sun. Yes, so we learned about galaxy, our Milky Way, then stars, planets, and we learned about the sun. Okay, now we are going to learn about the solar system, the sun, the planets, the moons, everything together called the solar system. So let us learn about the solar system. Next is the solar system. The solar system. So the sun, the planets, the moons together, all together is solar system. Sun is the head of the solar family or solar system. The solar system consists of the sun. It consists of the sun, then its planets. Yes, sun, the planets. 8 planets are there. How many planets are there together? 8. Then 67 satellites of these planets. These planets have satellites. Satellites are actually the heavenly bodies that revolve around the planets. This is the sun. Planets revolve around the sun. These are the planets. 8 planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planets are revolving around. These are the planets. They revolve around the sun, and satellites are revolving around the planets. They are heavenly bodies that revolve around the planets. Yes, so the solar system consists of the sun, its planets, 8 planets, then 67 satellites of these planets, and a large number of small bodies. Along with this, we have some small bodies also. A large number of small bodies are there, that are comets and asteroids. We say comets and asteroids, they are small rocky objects in the space. So these all together is actually the solar system. Solar system means sun. It's 8 planets, the 67 satellites, then other large number of small bodies like comets and asteroids. They all together called the solar system. The inner solar system contains the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. The planets of the outer solar system are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these all are planets. Planets, Sun. Then we have Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune. These are the satellites actually. Among these satellites, the inner solar system means Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. These are inner satellites, we say. Inner solar system, we say. And the outside solar system, the planets of outside solar system means Saturn, Uranus, Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are the planets in the outer solar system. Yes. The orbits of the planets are ellipses with the sun at one focus. Orbit is a path along which the planets revolve. Planets move in a certain path. It is called orbits. And the orbits of the planets are ellipses. Ellipse means the shape how they revolve is in an elliptical shape, like this, elliptical shape. Yes, with sun at one focus. Sun is at the focus, at the center, and this planet orbits around it in an elliptical shape, we say. Though all except Mercury and Pluto. Pluto is no longer a planet now. So all the planets except Mercury are very nearly circular. Mercury is circular. The orbits of the planets are all more or less the same plane, in the same plane. All the planets orbits around the sun are more or less in the same plane itself, that is elliptic, we say, or ecliptic, we say. Ecliptic, already you know, the sun's yearly path, the imaginary line in the sky that marks the annual path of the sun, that is ecliptic. So it is actually ecliptic, that is called the plane of the earth's orbit, defined by the plane of the earth's orbit. Means all the planets are revolving around the sun. The orbits of planets is in an elliptical shape, we say. Then the sun is the most important part of our solar system. In the solar system, the most important part is sun, because it is the head of the solar family. It is the biggest object and does have about 98% of the whole mass of the solar system. Sun is the biggest, a big hot ball of fire or hot gases, we can say, that is sun. So the whole solar system's mass, 98% of mass is of sun. So about 1.3 billion Earths would fit inside the sun. So we are living in the Earth, isn't it? Like that, 1.3 billion Earth we can fit inside the sun. That much big size is the sun. The sun travels around the galaxy together with planets. So sun travel along with together with the planets. It travels along in the galaxy, the Milky Way, and other objects. All the other objects bound to it. How? Because of the gravitational forces. Yes, because of gravity, the force of gravity, all the objects in the sky or the heavenly bodies, or all the objects in the solar system bounce there or fit there because of the position, because of the gravitational force. The largest of the bodies we call planets, most of which are in turn are orbited by small moons or satellites. Planets have their own moons and satellites also. The sun, they have planets, planets have their moons, and they have the satellites also revolving around the planet. These objects together with many lesser masses are known as solar system. These all together actually called the solar system. The sun is just a star, one of 100 million inhabiting our galaxy alone. Yes, sun is just a star, but it is occupying the galaxy alone, one of 100 billion inhabiting the galaxy alone. Yes, so the fact finder, the inner solar system contains sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and the outer planets, solar system. Planets of the outer solar system are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Yes. So we are learning about solar system. Yes, solar system actually consists of sun, its planets, then its satellites. So there are 8 planets, then 67 satellites. Satellites are heavenly bodies, that objects that revolve around the planets. Satellites are heavenly bodies, revolve around the planets, and also other large number of small bodies like comets and asteroids. These all together forms the solar system, and sun is the head of the solar family. And we have the planets or the inner solar system and outer solar system. Means inner solar system has planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Outer solar system has the planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And all the planets revolve around the sun in an elliptical orbit, we say. And the sun is the most important part of our solar system. It is the head of the solar system, and it is the biggest object of the whole mass. It have about 98% of the whole mass. So 1.3 billion Earths we can fit inside the sun. Yes, so that is about the solar system. So we learned about galaxy, our Milky Way, the group of stars which looks like a discus when we view through an optical telescope. It is a rotating stellar system, we say, or solar system, star system, we say, that is galaxy. Then we learned about stars, the self-luminous objects emitting their own visible light. They vary in the size. Some stars are big, some stars are small, but most of the stars are big in size because they are very far away from us. They appear to be so small, and sometimes we can see stars in pairs, sometimes we can see the stars in group of 3, triplets, sometimes we can see the stars in group of 4 called quadruplets. And most of the stars, they have their own system of planets and satellites revolving around them. So star constitutes a star system, we say, and a sun is also a star having its own planets, the moons and all. So they all together form the solar system. And constellations we learned. Constellations are group of stars in the sky. We can see this group of stars. Some stars, they form some interesting figures or invisible patterns, some designs. They are actually called constellations. There are 12 constellations. They are known as zodiac signs, which are widely used in astrology. Then we learned about sun. The sun is the biggest star, or it's a star, we say. It's a huge ball of hot gases, we can say. It gives us light and heat. It is the ultimate source of energy. It gives us light and heat, but still it has average brightness, they are telling. But actually the sun appears to be larger and brighter because it is nearer to the earth. It is the nearest star of the earth, we can say. Sun is the nearest star of the earth. Then we learned about solar system, the sun and its 8 planets, then its 67 satellites, and other large bodies of other large number of small bodies like comets and asteroids. They all together form the solar system. Sun is the head of the solar system or the solar family. Then we learned that all the planets are revolving around the sun in elliptical orbit. Yes, the path, they mentioned it as an elliptical orbit. And Then what else we learned? Yes, the largest of all the bodies, that is we call planets, it have their own satellites. Satellites are heavenly objects moving around or revolving around the planets. So they all together forms the solar system, and inner solar system has planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and the planets of the outer solar system are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Now we will learn about each planets, okay? The planets, the 8 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay children?